Over the past few weeks, the story of Lily Winters, Damian Kane, Devin Hamilton, Nate Hastings, and Amy Lewis on The Young and the Restless has been unraveling into a complex web of intrigue, suspicion, and unrevealed secrets. As a veil hangs over the truth, each character is drawn into events that force them to make difficult choices and test their loyalties. These complications not only affect their personal relationships, but also threaten the stability of Chancellor Enterprises, where power and political considerations are present at every step. Damian Kane's secret and his intrigue. As Victor Newman provides Lily Winters with intelligence, she becomes increasingly confused about Damian Kane's true intentions. Lily never imagined that someone she once considered a trusted partner could be behind the dark plots to take over Chancellor Enterprises. Victor's information is just the tip of the iceberg. Damian is not only trying to exploit Lily, but also plotting to gain access to her company, hoping to gain power in the industry Lily has worked so hard to build. Lily is not someone who is easily fooled. She is a strong leader and always keeps her cool in any situation. However, her relationship with Damian causes her to struggle internally. As she gradually realizes that she is being drawn into a dangerous game of power, Lily's anger becomes unbearable. She begins to feel betrayed and angry that she trusted Damian too much, a man who not only wants to take her power, but also destroy the relationship between her and her loved ones. Devin Hamilton, the company's protector and the secrets exposed. Devin Hamilton, one of Lily's blood brothers, cannot let Damian's freedom and ambition threaten the company their family has worked so hard to build. Devin's concern for the company's safety stems not only from his duty to his family, but also from his deep loyalty to his sister. He knows that Chancellor's company cannot be a pawn in the hands of a schemer like Damian. But when Devin begins to suspect the relationship between Nate and Damian, he decides he can't sit still. He secretly conducts an investigation, not only to verify the truth about the relationship between these two men, but also to uncover the secrets that Damian is hiding. Devin's findings will shock everyone. He discovers that Damian not only has a close relationship with Nate, but also has a plot that goes much deeper than anyone imagined. These secrets will open a new door for the characters and at the same time push them into a struggle not only about power but also about trust and betrayal. Nate and Damian, brothers on the outside, enemies on the dark. While Lily and Devin struggle to protect the company, Nate is caught between his family ties and his loyalty to his loved ones. At first, Nate and Damian's relationship seems like nothing special, but gradually, their connection becomes closer, like that of real brothers. Nate has begun to trust Damian and can't help but feel that Damian's heart is truly with him, as Damian always claims. However, the price of this trust is Lily's growing anxiety. She realizes that the connection between Nate and Damian can be a double-edged sword that can bring both closeness and dark intentions. However, Nate still insists on trusting Damian, and Lily's anxiety makes him feel even more conflicted. Is Damian really the brother Nate has always wanted? Or is he just a schemer manipulating his emotions to get his way? Amy Lewis, the one who hopes for connection but finds a way out. In this story, Amy Lewis, who witnessed the connection between Nate and Damian, is facing her own challenges. Not only is she torn between her loyalty to Nate and Damian, but she is also afraid that the relationship will collapse, bringing with it terrible secrets she doesn't want to reveal. Amy hopes that Nate and Damian can continue to maintain their relationship, but she also realizes that the connection won't last long without the timely intervention of someone else. While Amy may wish for everything to be okay, she knows that the truth will soon be revealed, and she may be the one facing the greatest consequences if it is exposed. Her future will no longer be simple when the secrets between Nate, Damian, and herself will be discovered. The situation is getting more tense than ever as Damian's dark secrets are exposed and betrayals begin to surface. Nate and Damian's relationship will be tested as their loved ones, like Lily and Devin, will not let them continue down the wrong path. And Amy, meanwhile, cannot stay out of this fight. As more secrets are revealed, the biggest question is whether Nate will continue to trust Damian, or will he realize that he has been manipulated by a liar. This story has only just begun, but the upcoming confrontations could change everything from Chancellor's company to the relationships between the main characters. Secrets will not be hidden for long. In a relentless battle between loyalty and betrayal. Recent episodes, from the strained relationship between Lily Winters and Damian Kane, to the jealousy and rivalry between Sally Spectra and Phyllis Summers, have created a storm that revolves around the lives of the characters. The story is not just about love or career, but also the arduous journey of each person as they face decisions that can change their fate forever. Lily Winters and her tense relationship with Damian Kane. Lily Winters, with her intelligence and determination, is at an important crossroads in her life. Although she once trusted Damian Kane, things are changing rapidly when she discovers signs of deception. The information from Victor Newman has made Lily begin to doubt Damian's true intentions, and now she demands that he answer frankly about his motives. Damian, despite trying to convince Lily and Nate Hastings that his intentions are pure, knows that his words are not enough to dispel their doubts. Damian's every word is analyzed by Lily, and she is determined not to let herself be manipulated again. She knows that if Damian continues to influence Chancellor's company and the family's decisions, not only will she but also her loved ones suffer serious consequences. Lily, as the head, holds important decisions, but she also knows that, if she is not careful, she could become a pawn in the hands of those with ulterior motives. She begins to realize that Victor Newman, her former ally, is manipulating everything behind the scenes. And perhaps her every decision is influenced by his hidden agenda. Lily's relationship with Damian will not only be a confrontation between two individuals, but a confrontation between family loyalty and a risky love relationship. Will Lily be able to escape Victor's shadow and stand on her own 2 feet? Sally Spectra and Adam Newman. An impatient relationship. While Lily struggles with difficult decisions, Sally Spectra is facing conflicts in her relationship with Adam Newman. Sally, who has always been someone who does not accept defeat easily, is now feeling exhausted and impatient with Adam. She realizes that Adam is not only trying to sabotage Billy Abbott, but is also plotting to bring him down for his own ends. Sally is not one to be manipulated, and she does not hesitate to read Adam what he is doing wrong. She lays down strict anti-riot laws, making it impossible for Adam to continue acting in a sneaky manner without facing the consequences. Sally knows that if she does not act now, she will not be able to control the situation. But this decision of Sally is not something Adam will accept easily. The tension between them is high, and this will certainly affect every decision they make in the future. However, the truth is that Sally cannot stand still. She has her own ambitions and will not let anyone, not even Adam, stand in the way of what she is building. Will Sally be able to maintain her strength, or will she be drawn into the complex plots that Adam is creating? Billy Abbott, a man who always knows how to turn challenges into opportunities, has decided to invest in a new alliance with Aristotle Dumas, a powerful and elusive figure. Billy, with his intelligence and bravery, sees that this is an opportunity not to be missed to regain the prime ministership. His relationship with Aristotle is not only about gaining power but also part of a long-term strategy to deal with threats from rivals such as Victor Newman and Adam Newman. Billy is not someone who is easily defeated. He knows that in this scheming world, to stand firm, he must create strong alliances and take advantage of every opportunity. With Aristotle Dumas, Billy hopes to have enough power to regain what he has lost and even surpass his big rivals in the business world. However, this relationship is also risky, because Aristotle is an unpredictable character and not easy to control. Will Billy succeed in regaining power, or will the relationship become a never-ending struggle? Phyllis Summers. A new attitude and jealousy. Phyllis Summers, a woman who has always stood out for her strong and sometimes defiant personality, is now putting her newly found positive attitude into practice. She tries to be nicer, especially to Sally Spectra. However, no matter how much Phyllis wants to change, Sally's jealousy of her friendship with Billy Abbott is always a potential danger. Sally cannot accept the closeness between Phyllis and Billy, and this makes her feel uncomfortable. Jealousy not only blinds Sally but also makes her make decisions that are beyond her control. The relationship between Phyllis and Billy seems to be an important factor that Sally wants to break, and she does not hesitate to find ways to get Phyllis out of Billy's life. Chloe Mitchell and the bad girl strategy. Sally's best friend, Chloe Mitchell, is not short on ideas. She encourages Sally to use a strategy she has used before. The bad girl act to distract Billy from Phyllis. With her cunning, Sally may return to her old tricks to achieve her goals, but will she have the courage to repeat the mistakes of the past? This struggle between Sally and Phyllis is not only a confrontation between two strong women, but also a battle of self-esteem and emotions. Can Sally maintain control? Or will she be drawn into the tactics she has used in the past? Subscribe to our channel to stay updated with the latest news on our channel.